I got to tell you, life is too short to smell bad.
If you reach out to her, she will come on your stream.
I'm the leader of this community. I decide what's right, what's wrong. Let me be quite clear that she is very welcome to come on my stream anytime. Hello, we're live for the second time, and the first official proper version of the advertised show that I've now given the name Friday FRAGCOMM Live, or FRAGCOMM Friday Live. Welcome to everybody. It's great to see that we have 41 people with absolutely nothing better to do than tune in to this extravaganza of fun, of FRAGCOMM fun, and it should be a really exciting show, I hope. So we've got one or two people, I hope, that are going to join. I can see that the legend that is Lex Ellis is in the room. So I think I've sent you a link, Lex, but if you need me to do that again, let me know. And let me try and get the chats up, because I don't know what. There they are. Right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So just I'm not super experienced with this this live streaming stuff. So guys, you have to help me out. Can you hear me all right? Just let me know, guys, you can hear me all right, and that there's no weird rustling and all that kind of stuff, because I can't hear my own mic. So if it's scratching against my jacket, I don't know. So yeah, let's get down to it. It's going to be real fun. Lex, let me know if you have an issue. Oh, he's coming in 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, look forward. I'll do some warm-up stuff. That's no problem at all. So it's great to be here, guys, and really nice to have a little bit of a turnout from you guys here. And so, yeah, just thought, this could be a really fun thing to do. Thank you, Anders, dear leader, he says. And Kurt Chaffee is here. Some familiar names. If I miss anyone, sorry, but I will try and keep abreast of some of the comments. Andre Petra says, "Hail the fragrance czar." I mean, this is the kind of thing I want from the people of FRAGCOMM. I definitely... Yeah, Lex is coming in 5 minutes. I think he meant coming as in COMING, not the way you mean, Gainsmaster. We are witnessing history. This is it, you see. Just heard you fart. Yes, I don't think I farted, but thanks. What is everyone drinking tonight? I actually normally start really even later than this, but I'm just on the Pilsner Urquell, a great Czech lager, guys. Don't underestimate the power of lagers. Sean says, "Where's Dr. Bulovich?" Well, he could come on if he wanted to. I don't know. He never comes on. I don't think he'll come on a video. So, guys, yeah, subjects on the show tonight. Well, it's kind of an open one, really. We're going to talk about FRAGCOMM. We'll talk about some videos that have happened this week. My new seizure of power, which is obviously a big story. The war against Jeremy, which we're going to see if we can get out of that. Somebody said a wristwatch check, I think. And I've got an Amiga Seamaster. See if we can get that to sort of show. There you go. So it's a 1964, I think, Seamaster. Kind of a plain dial, gold-plated, not solid gold. And it was only a couple of £100. And the beads of rice looks kind of nice. And yeah, I like it. Brewdog Nanny State. I've heard of that one. Brewdog is a great brand, actually. Will I allow viewers to join as well? Brent's Wadges mentions Greg, one of our great friends. I'm looking really for YouTubers on the stream at the moment, which is no disrespect to anybody else. Sean says my watch is garbage, thanks. Which is just because I am basically, like all good communist leaders, actually a complete hypocrite and not egalitarian. So I'm an elitist. Greg says my watch is a shitter. Well, Greg, hello, Greg, because, by the way, Greg has an amazing watch collection, including some serious Rolexes. So, yes, relatively speaking, it's a shitter. But there you go. Even Archie would probably give some allowance for an Amiga being all right, wouldn't he? He doesn't really like vintage and he doesn't like small watches. But there you go. So, guys, yeah, what's everybody been up to this week? My fragrance this evening is Xerius. And we don't mess around with sissy spraying here. I don't think Curly Fragrance is going to make it tonight. I was hoping, but you never know. You never know. She may turn up. I've sent her the link. Somebody's got his popcorn, so that's great. Yeah, so, guys, how's everybody been doing this week? Comment down below your fragrance of the evening. And what do people think about my spat with Jeremy? I actually was a bit concerned because I saw that he did do a video. I don't know if anyone saw this. And he said that he mentioned a couple of people that he thought was all right in the watch community. And to my surprise, one of them was me. But then he said something. He said a couple of names and called Demi Rawling a guy. Evening Lord, says Greg. I hope that's addressed to me. And then he kind of said, oh, I don't know how he feels about me at the moment or something. I don't know if he meant me, but I hope he didn't think I was actually angry with him when I did my video. So Lex has now turned up, so this could be exciting. We need smell-o-vision for this. Gainsmaster says she's busy scissoring. Well, I wouldn't know what that means, but yeah, she does use that term a lot, so I'm allowed to say it. I just sprayed more alcohol on myself than's in the pint glass. Oh, right, okay, we'll fix that. So, Hey Dan says, NYC Fragrances, hello, good to have you here. Happy Friday, says Dan Talks Sense. Jeremy drew first blood, says Lord Charfield. Shall we bring the Lex in? What do you think? I think it's time. It's time for a rare appearance by the major fragrance celebrity. Actually, I'll just introduce him because he kind of needs no introduction, but then again, he might. So, but for anyone who hasn't been watching YouTube for many years, you might not have seen his channels because he's not quite as active in the frag world with YouTube as he used to be. So Lex Ellis is one of the absolute stalwarts and legends of our community. A man who was making videos since approximately 2013, 2012, around about then. And, you know, which was kind of, looking back now, we would think of that as the early days of YouTube when there wasn't a lot of content out there. And really, you know, he was a great inspiration for me because he was one of the first people to bring in the element that there's a lot to laugh about in the world of fragrances because many people take it too seriously. And Lex, although the way we do our channels is very different, he made me laugh a lot with the fragrance stuff. And, you know, it was a more, I guess we came from this more laddish type of culture of enjoying aftershaves rather than a slightly more artistic side of looking at them. And he made some of the quintessential videos about most complimented lists. And we highlighted some really great fragrances, things like Bogart Pour On were drawn to my attention by this legend. It's enough of my waffling. Lex Ellis, it's time we brought you in. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Been a while. Certainly has.
It's been a long time, Lex. Where have you? The first question is the obvious one, really. Where the hell have you been, and what's your excuse?
Well, you see, I watched this hentai video a couple of years ago. Had these tentacles, and just ever since then, that's just been my thing. I can't even look at a fragrance anymore. I'm too busy, you know. But I've just not had anything to do content on.
I know, but it's such a shame because I used to really look forward to your uploads, and you know there aren't too many people. I'd say that about, to be fair. So it's a shame that you don't upload as much as you used to.
I mean, I might with some unique ideas, but it's not going to be. If I do upload again, it's not going to be standard reviews because I've reviewed everything I own. So if I do upload, it's going to be like either silly videos or like list videos. Most likely, just because that's the only way I'll be able to sort of pull it off. You know? Mm-hmm. And what I'm drinking tonight, Thatcher's Gold cider. You know, cider.
Good man. Okay, yeah, is that nice?
Not too bad, but it's 4.8% and pretty cheap in Asda. So,
okay. I don't normally go in for cider, but yeah, I mean, I remember I used to drink it when I first got into drinking. So I know a lot of guys who've been into beer for years sort of got back into cider a bit recently. So interesting stuff. Yeah. Okay, Rachel Grigg can only be referring to me because she said sexy. Well, actually, it could be either one of us, couldn't it, Lex, really? So, yeah, you've been doing, I mean, you're still active doing stuff, right? You're really into pinball, I think, online pinball. And I've seen some video uploads, but it's sort of, you're going in these like virtual clubs and stuff. I don't really get that.
Yeah, not as much. That was a while back. That was mainly during lockdown and when I first moved out because I live alone. So there was fuck all to do. So I'll just chill there, drink with people and fuck around, which was kind of fun. And you didn't have to wait for a taxi home. And if you didn't like anyone's attitude, you just block them.
Okay, so you could go and hang out with people in a sort of club,
and it was good because they had real DJs, like it was live on Twitch, and they'd embed the Twitch stream in the club, so you had a real DJ doing the music and stuff there live. So it was actually quite well organized.
I kind of get that. Okay, and did you like have a virtual persona on screen that other people could see, like a human being?
Yeah, I normally use a Dragon Ball Z character. In VR, I use Vegeta.
Dragon Ball Z, Jesus, right? Yeah. Okay, well, you've lost me here. You've lost me. Yeah, what you young people do, I've no idea. So, any chance that you'll be back? You think you might actually do some fragrance content? I'm just going to send someone else the link that's asked for.
Yeah, if it's, I mean, it won't be traditional reviews. It'll probably be list videos or silly stuff. Most
Okay.
likely.
I mean, it's got to be list videos a lot of the time to get views anyway.
Yeah.
So I kind of,
It's,
unfortunately, that's the way it's kind of gone a little bit now.
no.
So I'm just trying to actually send someone a link. So excuse me, messing around here. Oh, buggeration. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, Lex, do you know anything about what do you call them? Super chats.
I don't know jack shit. I don't
that's
do
what you're
any
seeing.
streaming.
Okay,
I
I
can't.
tried
Yeah,
to
I
set it
don't.
up, but it didn't seem to have. It doesn't seem to have worked yet. I wouldn't mind getting into that a bit. Someone asked. Oh, someone says you're ripping into that vape. Do you not smoke normal cigarettes anymore then?
Oh, I've been off the cigarettes. Wait, is the vape picking up on the mic?
No. He just
Is
said
the vape-
you just was noticing that you were enjoying your.
Oh,
your
no,
vape,
just
that's all.
Mr. Lex. That noise came from hell. If it's ripping at the mic, let
No,
me know and I'll
I'm
knock it
getting
off a
good
bit.
sound from you. No, nothing bad.
Oh,
No,
good, yeah.
Please go. Please continue. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been off the cigarettes 5 years. I just couldn't go. I mean, the only time I went back to cigarettes was I was out in the town and my vape ran out of charge and I couldn't find batteries. So I just bought a pack of cigarettes just to get me through the rest of the fucking day.
Okay.
But ever since that, never went back. Cheaper. You know, I don't have to worry about having a lighter. Better in the lungs. I'm not hacking up. When I stopped smoking, went straight to vape. I was because all that crap is coming out. It was horrible.
It's bad stuff. Good for you that you've made the change. So what do you make of the fragrance scene online at the moment? Or do you not actually follow it and do you not give it?
I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of lost with it. Other than you tell me the whole dun 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 stuff, I don't know a whole lot. If someone filled me in, I wouldn't mind. Just a quick bullet point. He did this, she did that.
Where do we begin? Where do we begin? I don't know, guys. If anyone wants to comment on what they think they would say, I should tell Lex. But I don't think you've missed that much. I think that's kind of part of the problem. So that it's just gone on the way it was probably going the last time you were beginning to get disillusioned. And we've got lots of new channels, loads of channels kind of growing fast. You'll be horrified to know I'm no longer the biggest UK fragrance reviewer. I can't think why. Did you hold that title for a while? Were you that for a while, the biggest UK one?
Me? No, I think that was Greggy Boy.
Oh, he was okay, right? Okay, yeah. Greg was he handed the crown on to me only because he stopped making videos, not because I did anything better. And channels of shills, says somebody. I assume they're not referring to us, Lex. They must be referring to what they think is the sort of standard thing now on the old thing. So I'm going to go to that, actually. I'm going to bring another person in a moment. Tom Kenway has said the main thing is that Mr. Smelly is now the supreme leader of the FRAGCOMM, which I did feel Lex in on that. And have ideas if this is still current, the live. Yes, it is current, Rachel. It's now, I think. This is live. This is happening now. Hello. The news is Red Adolescence's fragrances spilled, which is what caused the floods in New York. Okay, we're going to bring in Neil, who is from the channel Mr. Miami Cuddles. He seems to go under a number of. Are you aware of him, Lex?
I was on one of his live streams.
Right.
I can't remember when.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
I've seen Neil around now.
Right, okay, brilliant. Gainsmaster says, bring on the sexy ladies, it's Friday night. Yeah, funnily enough, none have accepted my invitation yet. Rachel has an idea. We'll see that. I could turn this around. Someone will show up for me. Come on, ladies. Not that I'm allowed to describe them as sexy. Okay, let's bring Neil in. Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hello,
Neil.
How you doing, Lex?
Miami Cuddles. How are you doing?
All right, Lex and me are good friends, man. We're into the whole retro thing, the whole synthwave, dreamwave genre. Yeah, with the designs and shit. Yeah, funny.
Neil's room just looks better than mine. Okay, he's just flexing.
Yeah, because hey, I'm getting the Tempest machine soon. So Tempest.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw you. I was watching some of the Super Game Room and P-Dubs videos, and I keep seeing you in the live chat.
Yeah, I see you with Zachariah Pinball and
because we just did the Taito tables and I was working on them, so I was looking at the live chat. Some of them weren't too happy with the music, but at games Untitled liked it. So that's
that game,
all that matters.
it starts with a Z or something. I like it a lot. The one you mentioned. What is it called? No, what is it called?
I got my company hat.
Exactly a pinball, but I'm saying there's one that you were talking about that was a really good
There was there's that the at games machine is the one.
No, but exactly a pinball. They have different pinball machines, and there was
the probably Combat, I think.
No, you mentioned it, and I liked it a lot, but I only have the trial.
What you are talking about, I have absolutely no idea, guys. But that's fine. No, we want a little bit of variety. Mr.
But I gotta get the Tempest machine. The Tempest machine is awesome.
How much is it going to? Sorry to detract a little bit, but just how much is it going to cost for it?
$450.
That's good. That's pretty good price.
All right, what is a Tempest
a light up
machine?
marquee and
whoa! Hello, it's my show here. What is a Tempest machine? Hang on, we'll get to that. Hang on. I'll set the agenda here. What is a Tempest machine? Explain, one of you.
It uses a spinner, right? It's an old school game from, I think, Lex could correct me, I think 1981.
Atari. Yeah, trackball game.
Yeah.
Is it trackball?
Well, no, it's a spinner, but they have trackball with centipede and
Spinner. What do you mean a spinner?
Yes, I should.
It's a spinner that Lex, you know what a spinner is.
I think computer game.
I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it.
Computer game. What is it?
Awesome. I'm getting that.
Guys,
is it
my man what are they
talking about? It's a computer game, but I'm trying to remember the name of the thing.
Like Lex comes on my stream. Hey, Lex comes on my stream and he tries to destroy my streams.
It's a paddle. It's a paddle. That's it. The paddle. Smelly. You remember Pong? The game?
Okay, yeah.
Pong. You had to twist a little knob, and that's what he's talking about. It's like Pong. It uses the same sort of thing, but it's a different game. It's like things come in and you shoot them. And what Miami's saying is they're reproducing these machines. Another company is remaking them, so you can buy one for your house. They don't cost like 10 grand or like 400.
Yeah,
and he's bought one for his house.
Right.
Yeah. I know what Lex is into. Lex is into what I like too, because you see my background. He loves my background. This is him. Lex wishes he could live here. You know.
Yeah.
I'm happy here, man.
Nightmare. Cuddles, what's with the gloves? You need to explain that.
It's part of my shtick. It's part of who I am. It's part of Mr. I can't say my name. I don't want to advertise myself. I don't want subs or. That's me. If they see my face, they find me. They see the gloves. It's part of me.
Okay.
First of all, when you touch the bottles, like this beautiful fragrance right here, Arrogance Pour Home.
Arrogance Pour On. Yeah.
My favorite.
Go on, tell us about that one then, please.
I'd have to look on Fragrantica right now. To be honest, I'm not going to, guess, but you can look it up.
Okay.
But yeah, it's real. It's awesome. Old school. It's something my dad used to wear, but he didn't wear this exact fragrance, but it smells exactly like my father. It smells like confidence. It smells like comfort, like the person you're with that's wearing this is very sure of themselves. It's Arrogance Pour Home. They only have like 2 fragrances out, and this is from 1980. It's a splash on. It's one of the best.
I like the splash. That's good. Is that the modern version?
No, modern. No, this is from 1980, man. That's it. There's no modern version.
And it's a vintage bottle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's let me show you something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I don't recommend, but it's $10. And if you're into the whole ASMR thing, like look at the bottle. It has like little ridges. I'm friends with Agnes Eva. See, like you hear the little.
Is she into ASMR stuff?
No, but she was the one who told me I should get Taxi, and I bought Taxi, and it's very similar to Dracar Noir, but it's not as good as Dracar Noir. But in that whole genre, what's the best one, right?
Go on.
What, Taxi's the best one?
No. Duc de Vervennes, unless you go up to Rogue Perfumery, Bon Monsieur, and I think you own that one, right? Or no, you have.
I don't have that yet. Everyone's saying I need to get that, but
that's
the Duc de Vervennes L'Extrême is superb. I don't have the regular version, but that is really, really good. But you're right that it's got a similar vibe to Drakkar Noir, and it's just a very, very classic green Fougere. So certainly a classic and brilliant scent. So yeah, I totally agree with you about that. I have put a link down here. I'm going to kind of keep posting the link if anyone good wants to join in. That'd be lovely. We will get to sex and stuff soon because that's you know I'm basically I'm trying to dumb down the FRAGCOMM guys, so I don't really want all this serious talk. I'm trying to drag it even further into the gutter.
Yeah, we know who the shills are.
Here he goes. Go on.
I mean, have you ever smelled the Michael Malone fragrance?
No.
I have.
Sorry, what's that got to do with it? I don't get you. What do you mean? What is someone saying they're good and you think it's bullshit? Is that what you're getting at?
They smell like drugstore fragrances. They smell like cheap clones.
Yeah.
But whatever. But you know,
what's the brand called? Michael Murrah.
Malone. Oh. From my nose.
Okay.
Somebody sent me a bunch of samples and I was like, oh my God, these are horrible. I mean, have you ever smelled the Navatus?
Good night, Mrs.
In my opinion,
Navatus. Okay, yeah, go on. By the way, before he speaks, these does not reflect the opinion of the Mr. Smelly 1977 channel, and his opinions are his own. Go, but you're allowed to express an opinion.
In my opinion,
Navatus, go.
I guess like they were saying, I was over exaggerating when I smelled the Navatus fragrances, and until they smelled it and they said, you know what, you're right. Because my friend, who's another YouTuber, she got a bunch of them and she goes, oh my God, Neil, you're right. They're horrible.
Oh,
and I was like, well, I told you. You thought I was lying. I said, they're horrible. They're you know, you have to understand something. When a fragrance is made, one of the most important aspects of a fragrance is the perfumer's alcohol. Right?
Yes.
And if it has a nasty undertone, you can smell it. And that means a lot. Now, I'm going to give a plug to my friend, which he doesn't make any money. He started out his business, but Making Sense. He has a fragrance called Mr. Miami and Mr. Miami Nights.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what.
Go on.
The longest
I look at my phone. I'm just helping other people who might want the link.
The best projecting, longest lasting summer fragrance. If you like Little Italy by Bond No. 9, but you're not happy with the performance, check out Mr. Miami. If you're looking for a variation of Mr. Miami with Bay Rum, check out Mr. Miami Nights by Making Sense. MakingSense.net. His name is Michael Dinsmore, and I highly recommend them.
Right. So having denounced
and you know why do I highly recommend those? Why do I highly recommend those? First of all, and I highly recommend yours as well. And I don't highly recommend many. I highly recommend Navatus. I've never smelled the other one. But the bottles, like this 17 ml bottle, is $20. He's not going to charge you $100, whatever. And he uses the highest quality perfumer's alcohol, and he's using 40% fragrance oil. And
okay, so you recommend those. All right, that's good. That's interesting. All right, good stuff. So now, so somebody was talking about wanting a little bit more of the controversial stuff, but it was interesting to see. Just to summarize, then, Neil, you're not a fan of the Navatus stuff. You don't think it's very good. Okay.
Somebody sent me a lot of them, a lot of samples, and I did a live stream, and I smelled them, and I was just like, they're horrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. There's been people who give them negative reviews, and other people have given, like the fragrance reviewers have given them a hard time and said, oh, you just did it for views. And they're like, it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to rag on your fragrance for views. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, it's not good. That's the bottom line. And the fragrance community, when Lex used to make videos, was fun. Okay.
Yeah.
The old school fragrance reviews were fun.
Yeah.
It's become a game of shills. You know, they have pretty girls showing their.
Hang on, go on, yeah, interesting.
Okay, it's like, you know,
a game of shills.
It's a
Game of Thrones spin-off. We never heard of that.
I see what he's.
Lex understands what I'm saying. It used to be, okay, you know, you get your fragrances and, you know, this is good. I recommend this. But now it's like all these spin-offs. Like, where are these companies coming from?
Yeah. Okay.
And they're charging high prices, like Dior prices.
Some of
or
them,
Dior exclusive prices, you know. So the whole fragrance game has sort of put a sour taste in my mouth. And that's one of the reasons I don't make videos. Like, I highly recommend this one. Nobody's going to ever buy it. It's from 1953, Alt Innsbruck EDC. One of the best fragrances of all time. It's menthol and tobacco leaf. Classic fragrance from 1953. It's great fragrance. But, you know, somebody's not going to buy this because they're going to be persuaded by an influencer to buy one of these overpriced fragrances because it's like the brand with the name thing. You understand? So they're saying, oh, well, this guy wouldn't lie to me. I trust his nose. And then they get the fragrances and they're like, it's not as good as I thought, you know? And, you know, the truth is with your fragrance, when you first sent it to me, I said, it's not good. But I let it macerate, and then it was good. It was very good. But it's when I first received it, I was like, it smells cheap. But when I let it macerate, I smelled it a month later. I said, this is great. But it's all about maceration. Maceration is very important.
All right, good.
I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm not going to show for you, Mr. Smelly. I love you, but and you know, I love Lex. But it is a great fragrance, and it is worth the price. But when I first received it, I was like, you know, it wasn't as good as I thought, and it needed to macerate.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you so much. Yes, I macerated before I came on. So now
I know he's taking this video down.
No, we're not. But so, what do you think about other channels out there? Are there any good channels, guys? Let's get Lex in on this. Have you noticed any good channels? And also, I want to know from you, Lex. Have you seen Curly Fragrance Channel? Because I tell you what, it's quite a channel.
I haven't actually. In fact, I think the last one I watched was some guy commented in one of my videos.
Tell you what, I'm going to try and get it up.
Get her on here, dude. Instagram, message her, and she will come on.
She didn't want to. She said she can't make it tonight, but she sent her best wishes, I think. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. By the power of modern technology, I'm going to try and show you guys a little clip because these guys are quite a handful, and I don't think Lex has experienced this channel yet. Have you, Lex?
I haven't experienced jack shit in over a year.
Right, so let's see if we can get a little bit of fun and games going on with these two young ladies. Let's bung them on for a minute here, and if I can do it. So, yeah, we got to do video share screen. Sorry, guys, I'm a little new at this. I'm a little new at this.
Make sure you share audio if you're going to do it. Click the share audio. Check that off.
Share system audio, yeah? Gotcha. All right. Thanks.
I love that I'm on the screen with Lex, man. I love you, Lex. I mean, I'm not gay, but if I were gay, you know.
Oh, you'd buy me a nice dinner, you know.
Yeah, I'd buy you a nice
Let me come over and play your Tempest machine.
Okay. Can you see this video now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sexy as Demi Rolling. Sexy as Demi Rolling.
Check it out, Lex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Makes me happy.
Okay, good. And would you prefer this on a guy or a woman?
Ooh.
Would you wear it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to smell it on a guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it will smell on a guy.
What's the rating? Is it sexy or not?
Difficult questions.
Yeah,
I'm out of here, bitch.
we need it. The guys need to know.
I would like to smell this on you 8.
Yeah, you smelled it on me, and then you gave me a compliment right away. Yeah, you saw me at work. You were like,
8?
You smell nice.
Because it's edible.
It's edible.
Eatable.
You want to eat me?
Yeah.
8, you said?
Yes.
Okay, 8. After the video, I'm going to spray it on my pussy.
Oh, we're going to scissor all night.
We're going to scissor all night.
I'm going to scissor you to death.
Okay, next one. La La Li.
So this is the kind of thing we got going on now, guys. So
that's how you get 18,000 views.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you got to admit, okay, I have. Listen, she has personality. She has looks. She has the personality. You have to admit that. She has.
I like
she
her.
has the presence behind the camera.
Yeah.
And more than any of the other ones, I don't think she's like one of those professional review. Like, I think female reviewers, and this may sound chauvinistic and sexist, but they're pretty much very boring and dry. And it's like, oh God. You know.
Well, the thing is, she's bringing something new to the game, and I did a video about her. I did a video about her, and I said, I guess you could call it a simping video because I said it was the best new fragrance video ever, kind of thing. But I really wanted to make that point because it's got so boring, and it's not the kind of video I would make. Well, I couldn't, but it's something refreshing and different. And I've highlighted obviously the most titillating part of the video there. But I do think it's nice that we've got some different styles coming through, and she's being a little bit outrageous. To be fair to her, she knows a lot about fragrances. She used to do Instagram. She's a very serious frag head. She can do all the notes and all that as well as me, probably better than me.
She knows her shit.
Yeah, she's just using the gifts that God gave her to the best advantage that she possibly can. So I don't know what other people think about that. I'm going to bring in a new person here, which is Augie. So let's welcome him to the stream. And I do believe he has his fragrance channel of his own.
And
so,
I've
bring him in.
Howdy, everybody.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's welcome him to the screen. Hello, how are you doing?
How's it going, man?
Doing well.
Thanks. Can you just remind us of the name of your channel?
Your 2 cents.
Your 2 cents, yes.
That's it.
I've been around a little while.
Yeah.
How are you doing? You all right?
Who, me?
Are you? Yes, you. Hello.
Yes, I'm doing well.
You're over in the States, aren't you?
I'm in beautiful Illinois.
Awesome. Okay. And how's things going on your channel? Are you still uploading regularly? I haven't checked in.
No, not really. I've been kind of slacking like Lex. Lex took a sabbatical, didn't he?
For 2 years.
I've been about 2 months, and it's just been I need to put some stuff up. I got the more lower price, but I do like the Boston Private Club, but it's more of an amber kind of scent, so it's more fall. So I'm kind of waiting with that. And I don't know. Recently, I did the Frank Olivier, which are very, I don't know if you have it in English, but they're very reasonable. And this is the Vetiver Sunrise.
They're very synthetic. Yeah.
Well, this one seems okay, but it's Vetiver soapy kind of thing. I don't know if you tried that one. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever, but
I think once you get into like higher and fragrances, you're like, oh, I don't want to ever wear my Frank Olivier because I have a bunch of them, and it's like I don't wear them anymore.
But I had the Oud one initially, and I liked it, but it was kind of rosy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oud Touch.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that also. It's just way too strong and too overpowering. It's just not enjoyable at a certain point,
Yeah. Well, you gentlemen were talking like more, what do you call it? The kind of the vintage fragrances. Have you guys ever? I'm really a booster of this. Have you guys tried a Zorro Acteur? It's a rose scent, but done by a Zorro. I don't know if you can find it. They're really not expensive online. I recommend this one. I don't know. Have you tried that in Miami? I think it's worth.
I have a couple of Zorros, but yeah, I don't have that one.
Okay, but no. Other than that, I'm just kind of. I never know how to get on these things, so I appreciate you putting me on.
Have you tried this one? It's called Alt Innsbruck from 1953. It's when I first smelled this. This is kind of like why I started my fragrance channel. This is menthol and tobacco leaf. It's an EDC, but it's an aftershave. And like, I was like, I wanted other people to buy it and like tell me what they thought of it. Nobody ever bought it, but one of the best still.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm with Mr. Smelly. You're a big Egoist fan, correct?
Yeah,
Egoist by Chanel is top-notch stuff. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And I absolutely love that one. Yeah, it's absolutely superb.
Much better than platinum. Do you agree, Augie? It's much better than platinum. the regular Egoist is much better than Platinum. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I just really love the sandalwood. You know, it's just such a rich. I guess the George Trumper.
Sandalwood, Geoff Trumper, yeah.
I like that one quite a bit too, but I don't spend a lot of money on fragrances. Well, relatively compared to people that are into the other one. Anyhow, I was just popping in. Wanted to say hi to Lex.
Nice seeing you, man.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's great of you to
I don't want to hold up. What's that?
It's great of you to drop in. We really appreciate it. It's your 2 cents is the channel, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
Yes. If they type in YouTube, he's a good guy and he loves his old school fragrances.
Too. For his age, he's very buff.
Well, I'm sure that's a huge attraction for the viewers. Yeah.
I was kind of buff, but no, I'm just round now.
Oh, you kind of quit because you were like on a roll there. I was like,
I was going a little nuts.
Guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get Lex on his own for a minute because I just really wanted to get a little bit of a special focus on Lex for a minute. So I'm really grateful to you guys. And if you want to hang around, I'll bring you back in. It's absolutely fine. But I'm just going to give Lex a few minutes. And I'm really enjoyed the contribution so far. So hang on for a second.
Love you, Lex.
Thank you, guys. Let me just have a moment with Lex here, okay? Right, let's see if we can get a word in edgeways there, Lex. Talk about fucking fragrances. I didn't do this to talk about fucking fragrances.
Do you speak about
I'm only
fragrances?
joking. But, Greg's asked for the list, the link there. We might better get a bit of Greg. I'm only joking, guys. I didn't mean it, but I'm kind of trying to kind of steer things in a more provocative direction, and hence we have the man for that on the screen. But so Lex, you've had your fair share of controversy here and there online, haven't you? You've got in some spats with people in the Facebook groups and things. You might not want to,
it tends to happen when you get banned from your own group.
This was fun. Let's have a little go at that one because I found that quite entertaining. So a few years back, this was really funny. And I think this is what we kind of want people. People come here. I'm trying to make this show about the stupid, titillating gossip, not specific details of fragrances, because there's enough of that out there. So you have a group which is founded by you, and it's called the Powerhouse Kings, with a sort of a focus on kind of old school strong fragrances and a bit of this, bit of that, a load of different stuff. So you handed over control of the group to somebody, and then you got kicked out. You got kicked out.
Yeah. See, the thing that people are getting it wrong is I wasn't. If I fucked up and I did something really bad, and I would jeopardize the group.
Yeah.
100% no problem. You tell me what I did wrong. You show some evidence. Yeah. All good. I was pissed at the pussy high school bullshit and lack of straight answers. The particular person that did this, I could go and speak to them and say, "Hey, how's your day going? You doing anything good? We have any new figures?" And they'd reply, "No problem." The second I brought up the ban, silence for months, like a fucking 12-year-old on the period. That's what got to me, man. That childish, and this is a grown-ass man. It's a grown-ass man with a job.
Well, so basically, come on, man. You got in a row with this with a lady who is known on YouTube, but maybe we won't mention her right now.
No point.
You got in a row about some kind of general issue about the effect of video games on children or something.
Yeah. I don't even know what that was even all about. I didn't have a clue. He said he was having mental illness because of the video games. And I'm like, no, my mother was getting cancer treatment. That's kind of a bit more important, honey bunny.
Yeah.
But and all I did was I posted. I was getting one of those little retro consoles. I was getting one for Christmas. And I was excited about it because it was the Nintendo ones. They were always selling out, and I was actually getting one. So I was hyped. So I put it on Facebook. Oh, I can't wait to get it. Yeah. And I just get this fucking spew of blah blah blah, and it's bad for you. Like, okay, I'll stop playing games and start snorting cocaine.
Well, you used to refer to that a lot. You used to refer to that a lot in your videos, that kind of stuff. You were hard done by in that particular instance. But you're one of the people. You seem to be able to get away with a bit more back then because you did loads of videos called panty droppers and stuff, and so did I back when I started. But just a few weeks ago, everyone went a bit ballistic because I did a video called "Sexiest Fragrance Reviewers." Well, Christ, compared to panty droppers, I don't think that's that offensive. But some people didn't like it. We're going to bring in the hunk of burning love now. That's Greggy Boy 76. And again, we got a couple of rare appearances here from people, so this should be pretty entertaining. Now, it looks like he's just coming by audio, but that's more than enough. Hello, Greg.
Hello, guys. Greg back with another video.
Yes.
You all right, fellas?
Yes, great. It's good to have you on board. How's things, Greg?
It's all good, mate. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, very nice. Good sound. Yeah, I like it.
Nice. Yeah, no, all good, mate.
It's great to have you on. Great to have you on. So, what's your excuse? Why don't we get any videos from you on YouTube anymore?
It's just a time thing, mate. To be honest, you know, it's like that's what happens when you turn a hobby into a business. You know, it becomes a business, and then you don't have the time to be a hobby anymore. You know.
That's exactly the problem, I think, it happens. And so, basically just if people don't know, you've got a channel which is absolutely excellent, but people who've only tuned into YouTube fragrance stuff in the last year or two may not have stumbled across it yet, but it's called the Greggy Boy 76 channel. Catchphrases include, hello guys, Greg back with another video, all killer, no filler, and many more. And it's a great resource for anybody out there. If you haven't checked it out, there's some really great old videos out there. But Greg now runs Fragrance Samples UK, which is obviously a full-time job, and that doesn't always leave time to make the videos, does it, Greg? Which is it's a real pain. But you've made the odd little comeback, haven't you? So you're still there, aren't you?
I keep trying to be honest, because I love doing it. But I keep making comebacks, and lasts about a month. Yeah, and then I find I haven't got the time. Because as you guys all know, it's not just as simple as pointing the camera and talking. It takes, if you're going to review a fragrance, you need to research it, live with it for a while. You need to make sure you're doing it justice if you're going to put reviews out for people to watch. So it's not something that you can just do quickly. So that's basically why, because I don't have time to do it justice, to do it properly. I wish I did. One day maybe I'll get back into it, but
I think you're right. I mean, you've got to sort of, it's got to become a habit. You know, if you just do a couple and then something else gets in the way, then it's easy to get knocked off the kind of momentum and the rhythm of it. So you have to have that kind of that real habit that you're going to definitely go and do one once a week. And once that comes established, it's all right. But it's once you get knocked off, pretty easy to just think, oh, screw it, I'll leave it, and then you're out of the game for a bit. So and it's a horrible old business YouTube, really, because it's very unforgiving. As soon as you're not uploading tons of shit every week, then you suddenly find that you're not talked about as much. So it's a brutal old world, YouTube, actually. A couple of people asking about Killer Frags. Greg, do you remember him, the Welsh guy?
Yeah, love him. Superb he is. He's one of the few people I can tolerate these, to be honest.
Yeah, well, actually, I should tell viewers, I won't betray any confidences whatsoever, but Greg definitely does have some. He doesn't suffer fools gladly, and he definitely is. I think you sometimes a little bit exasperated with some of the things that go on within the fragrance community, aren't you, Greg?
Yeah, I know a lot of people go on about how it used to be the good old days and all that, but it's true. When I started doing it,
it used to be a lot more.
It was different, mate. It wasn't, and play to some people that are doing it the right way, but it never used to be a career or anything like that. And if not knocking people that are doing well, fair play to them, but that's not why I got into it. I never intended to become a big reviewer or get reviews. I just wanted to put sort of useful content out there for people, and I never worried about the other stuff. But I mean, some people are doing it for more professionally, still good, and it's still providing a useful resource. But there's a lot that are not, so I just a bit tired of it all, to be honest. But each their own.
It's definitely, that's the big change, really. That I think even let's go back to days when you guys were maybe the couple of the most watched UK reviewers. You guys weren't actually doing it for a living, whereas nowadays you can be damn sure that the top reviewers in the UK and everywhere else are kind of doing it for a living. So it's professionalized a bit.
See, I've got no problem with that at all. I've got no problem with that at all. If the content doesn't suffer. There's no problem if people want to make a career out of anything, and more power to everyone that wants to. And it's what a great thing to do for a living. But you've got to have a product, haven't you? And a lot of it isn't what I would call genuine, authentic, or useful. If you haven't, if you haven't suffered spending your own money on something, I don't want to know your opinion on it, to be honest. And people can say will, but I have never ever received free bottles for review. I've been constantly, as you probably imagine, contact and asked about it, and I've never accepted it.
Yeah, that's go on, yeah.
At the end of the day, I want to see people that have spent their own money, spent time on fragrance, and genuinely are reviewing it for that reason, rather than 50 people who are all doing the same review on the same bottle in a couple of days because they've all been spent it at the same time. There's no interest use to me or anyone, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a very valid point of view. I guess, I mean, it's an interesting point of view, and in many ways I agree with you, Greg, but on the other hand, I guess inevitably in any field, when you've got YouTube channels, they're going to get sent stuff free, and if everybody only bought everything that they could talk about all the time, cool. Greg, you're unique in not having been sent stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's difficult to imagine a world where that would happen, where there'd only be people who only bought all their stuff, because it's inevitable, isn't it? Really, I'm sure you agree, Greg. But it's inevitable that some people will see, okay, great. Now instead of going working in an office, I can do this every day, and it's not exactly crime of the century that they kind of go and get stuff free and get an affiliate link, and then surprise, it's really good.
Don't forget COVID as well. A lot of people didn't have jobs, and there's a way to make money.
Yeah, like I said, more power to people.
Yeah.
Play to them. But on the same hand, I don't have to watch it, do I?
Absolutely not.
People can do what they want.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys. So Greg's off the screen opinions about stuff are always a good laugh. Not that he's really horrible about anyone, but he has a very cynical and correctly very much like.
I agree with Greg.
Yeah. You're with him there too, aren't you? You were never one getting a load of stuff free, really, were you?
I mean, someone mentioned in chat there, they hound the fuck out of you. Like, even with the Parfans vintage stuff. See, if I didn't get a review out in time, I just tell Damien, yo, it'll be a while. That's it. I'll do it, but it's going to be a fucking while. So wait.
Yeah. You were
people are hounding you. You let them hound you. It's on you. You can tell them to fuck off at any point. So they're hounding me. Nah, mate, not going to fly.
Yeah. No, exactly. Just getting a free bottle doesn't necessarily give them the right. They should expect some kind of big video that you're going to make flogging the thing for them. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Somebody asked, what are reviewers' favourite other reviewers? So that might be interesting. We've got Sprotey here, which could be interesting. So I might bring Sprotey in a minute. Seeing as I have said this is going to be controversial, and that's good. So Sprotey, if you're there, I can't see you on the camera, but I'm going to bring you in. Other people who are waiting, I might bring you in as well. It's just difficult to manage, and if I haven't seen people on camera before, I'm trying to make the video entertaining with people I know a bit about. So I'm going to bring him in a second. Yeah, where were we? Oh yes. You're in agreement there. And what about reviewers that you like? I'll go to Greg on that one. Is there anyone you like apart from the great leader and myself?
Yeah, quite a few. Trying to think. The guy that used to be called the Early Greek, he changed his name. Called Galen. Can't remember what his channel's called.
Yeah, he's good.
Quite
he's
like
over in the
him.
States.
Yeah, Killer Frags. It's quite. To be fair, I know I'm not. Dan, you know me. I'm a miserable old git, mate. But there are still plenty of decent ones on there that I like. I still watch everyone.
You still keep in tune. Someone just said wafts from the loft. I think you'd agree there, Greg, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and they're superb, and they're also really good guys as well. As me and we've been out on the piss with them. They're good lads.
Yeah, well, I wish I could remember, but yeah, I think we did. Yeah,
I've got some unpublished videos, Daniel.
The last time I met Wafts from the Loft was just one of them. It was Daniel Joy, and it was back. I think it's 2019, and I went for a drink with Greg and we met a couple of Greg's friends, and we started pretty early, didn't we? Like lunchtime, and we just ended up in this what's it called, Brewdog pub in London, from sort of lunchtime right through to whenever it closed, or God, can't remember what happened really. But yes, suffice to say, there are some video images which I would not enjoy having.
That's good. We had Raj was there as well. He's another top fella.
Yeah, the scented man. That's his name of channel now, isn't it?
Like you say, I think we started at that 10 o'clock actually. And you're not the biggest guy to be sort of trying to keep up with me drinking pints either, so you've done quite well. But there's a few chaps that we've met. I've met as you have met Chad.
Chad's really nice.
He came over in 2006. Just a lovely bloke. I've met Drakdoc. Over, I think 2015. I think he came over, and me and Raj went up and met him and his missus, and after a day with them, really nice people, you know.
Yeah, he's one of the old school guys, Drakdoc. Yeah, okay. I'm going to bring Sproty in then. Are you ready, Sproty? Are you going to sit miles away? Okay, well, I'll bring you in then. Come on then, Stephen. Hello. Greg, you remember Stephen Sprout, don't you?
I do remember him indeed.
A legend of the UK fragrance groups. Come on then.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you doing? All right.
How's it going?
Good. Yeah, we might need you a bit closer so we can hear you a bit better, though.
Can you?
Yeah, you're.
Is that better?
Yeah. That's better. We need some.
I'll do this.
Yeah, headset, mate.
Yo, what's happening, man?
Good. Yeah, not bad. Someone says bring on Greta Beth. So you're welcome to come on if you want. Stephen, great to have you on. You've had a channel for many years now, and not as active as you should be, you naughty person. But you certainly have been through a few different phases. At one point, you had most of the vintage bottles of Koros in the UK. So you have an obsession with vintage Koros, don't you, Stephen?
Koros #1, man, is the fucking greatest scent in the world. I have maybe 15 bottles.
Okay.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little bit excessive. Yeah, because
so that's why we can't find any on eBay, huh?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's funny how we all acknowledge the fact that it smells like men's toilet? We all like spraying it on ourselves. Isn't that weird?
I never actually saw it before, and I was coming home from England for some reason. Like, I live in Wales. I stopped off at like some really small service station. I went for a piss. As soon as I walked in the toilet, I was like, holy shit, this place smells like Koros. And it's from that moment onwards I realised, it actually does smell like people say that it does.
I've got a 1984 bottle. I've got a couple of others. I've also got the sport one and the fresh one.
Yes.
Real vintage versions, and they are amazing.
Yeah, I'll agree with those. They're fresher.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, I've got a good couple of vintage Koros bottles, which are really, really amazing. And I was lucky enough to get the first iteration where the Koros is written like halfway up the bottle, so it's the Paris version. Sproty will probably know this. And,
I remember you sent me the auctiony one for like 30 quid, right?
I was jammy there, yeah. I think it was only because they'd spelt it wrong that you didn't get it first, because it didn't come up in your notification. So it is magical stuff, actually, yeah. Sexy, good stuff. Sexy, I think, in its day. Let's not forget, they didn't release it and say, here's this horrible, smelly piss thing, guys.
I did the document. I did that short documentary on it about how everything changed. It was pretty shite, but the information was on point.
Oh, guys, Lex's videos from, when you used to really put the time in on some really, really good, you did like history of the powerhouses, didn't you?
Yeah, even though I blundered some of it. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Groundbreaking stuff. Yeah, I mean, I've got to give credit to Lex because, I do the jokes and stuff. But Lex was one of the first people to do funny videos because he used to do funny...
The Hitler stuff.
Exactly.
Mate. Ones, they were legendary, mate.
They were fucking class,
superb.
Man.
Absolutely superb.
Oh man, I need to make a fourth one. I need you guys to give me all the controversy, all right? I need ideas, man. All right, I need an idea for a fourth one.
Which ones are these?
TikTok.
And have you not seen these?
Which ones are these?
You never seen them? Remember, I used to do the Down for the Hitler movie. Change the subtitles.
The Hitler downfalls.
So I might need to make a fourth.
Go on Lex's thing and you can see the Hitler downfall ones. If you go back a few years, they're really funny. He's obviously done it to the fragrance kind of theme. And the funny Fragrantica comments when you used to read those out.
Remember they called me out on that, man, and did the fucking forum post. He's a bully. He's this. He's that. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah.
Anyway, the word controversy came up, guys, and I heard Lex saying earlier, I've not talked to you now, 3-4 years since this whole shit went down. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, man, for starters. I was a cock back then. You know,
cool.
I know there's nothing between us. Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
I got no issue. It was years ago, man. Like, there's not been any issues since, so we're Gucci pretty much.
Somebody was telling me I should rejoin Powerhouse Kings the other day, and I kind of thought that would be funny just because it's been such a long time.
You're welcome to. If anyone gives you grief, I'm just going to say to everyone, right, Stephen's coming back in. Yeah. No one fucking brings shit up. You're all over the age of 18. Fuck off.
But like you said, the way I acted back then was a bit spineless, and I was kind of stuck between my girlfriend at the time versus like my friendship with you, and I was just awkward, and I know I kind of didn't respond to you in terms of where I'm not
going to go into too much, but my new admin filled me in on a lot of that shit, so I get it. Yeah, it's all good.
Because I think in the end, I remember posting a video basically just like handing over the group to, I guess, Zoopy, is it? Still the admin? And I just kicked myself out.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't, just to clarify, I wasn't being a dick when I put that video out there. I couldn't contact anyone. I had no fucking choice. What was I meant to do? I couldn't contact anyone.
I remember that night, actually, because I had a friend down. And we were drinking, and he's a Muslim, right? And he's like quite, not strict Muslim, but he's never drunk. And he kind of started drinking. And me and him were down here for the first time having a drink. And I basically wasn't available that night. And then I woke up and people like had 20 Facebook messages. People were saying like, oh, there's a video up. And I was like really hungover. And I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And then I just saw like this. And I was like, oh God, this shit's happened. And then that just spurred off loads of other stuff. But who cares, man? It's in the past. Ah, fuck. Oh, cramp in my leg. It's in the past. Just give me this reaction.
That's karma hitting you in the leg.
Yeah. But no, it's good, man. Like I've kind of like taken a step back in terms of fragrance videos. I don't do much things nowadays. I always find my videos are more. I'm not very good with fragrances. I just tend to be myself, which is a bit obnoxious and egotistical. But like that's the content I put out, and I just don't give a fuck.
You need to start a cycling TikTok. That's what you need. A cycling TikTok, and you're sorted.
Yeah, Stephen's well into his cycling, aren't you, Stephen?
I am. I've cycled every day since like early January. I recently went to Ibiza, so I hired a bike out there so I can cycle. And I came back and I went to a festival, and I took my bike to the festival so I can keep the streak of, which means nothing whatsoever, of just cycling every day. Fucking stupid.
Good work. Now, guys,
I love my exercise, Dan. Like, you know, if I had a pound every time I've been to the gym in the last year, I'd have a pound.
Also, hello, Greg. We've actually never really interacted, so nice to meet you.
Hello, mate. Virtually. Good to see you, mate.
I mean, I've talked to you on the groups and whatnot, but never like this.
Yeah. No, good to see you, mate.
These guys go way back to the real golden era of FRAGCOMM Facebook groups, actually.
Yeah.
When things were really good, and there was a lot of banter, which is kind of a little bit suppressed now. People have all fallen out, and there was a great group called FRAGCOMM UK that Greg founded. And then it used to be people of all kinds of different opinions and all kinds of outrageous banter going on there. But now everyone fell out, and there's about 10 different groups, and it's sad times, isn't it, Greg?
I don't participate in any of it anymore, to be honest. And it used to be good fun, but this type of groups are always going to attract different types of people, and you're not always going to see eye to eye with people, but that's fair enough.
Right, now I'm going to stick with the attempting to be controversial and discuss FRAGCOMM. So we're going to try and get a little clip up of Jeremy in one of his recent videos, because I always like to do a bit of Jeremy watch, because he's an absolute, pantomime event that I always enjoy watching. I like, I declared war.
Pantomime event.
Well, he is, isn't he?
I love Jeremy. He's amazing.
Actually, I'm going to come back to this question. So, guys, just try and remember this question from Barry from Centralized. What does Dan feel about people buying thousands of subs? good controversial subject. Let's just pause that subject for a moment. I'll show you a quick clip of a video about Jeremy, which actually name drops me this time, not telling me that the thumbnails of my videos are crap. And let's just see what he says, because I don't know, sometimes I worry about Jeremy. Let's have a quick look if I can get it to share. So hang on, here we go. I'm a bit new at this, guys, so bear with me a second. Share screen. Do that, don't I? And then it comes up. Hold on, yeah. Right. I'll play from about here. Give it a minute or two.
No audio. I'll bet there is.
Can you hear him?
Oh.
No, can you hear him?
No, it's no audio.
He's better like.
It's better like that. Come on, you can even without the audio, you can just hear the accent. Okay, guys.
Power, strength.
Right, guys, can you hear him?
No, mate, we can't.
You can't hear him?
Can't hear fuck all. No.
Oh, sorry. I'll fix. Sorry, I'm new at this. Stupid. Okay, let's do that again. Right. This time it should work, guys. Okay, ready?
Can I see it?
Yeah, we can't see it, Dan.
Can't see it. No.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Give me 2 secs. Give me 2 secs.
I'm just reading the comments.
I was hoping he was coming in.
Okay, Mr. Smelly, cool guy. Jensen, cool guy. Demi Rawling, cool guy. I don't know how that guy feels currently. Well, let's not talk about that. We keep going with the guys that comment on my videos. Fiona, thank you for commenting on my videos. My German Hall of Fame users, the Scarambi, Theo4DC, Endred.
Okay. You
Fiona and Demi are both lovely guys, aren't they?
You heard that, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know. He just seems in a bit of a weird state in some of his videos, doesn't he? He looks kind of odd. I don't know. What's going on with him?
In some of the videos.
I worry about him. Yeah, I don't know. And then I think maybe I upset him because he seemed like... was he referring to me when he said, I don't know how he feels about things? I don't know what he meant there. So I'm a bit worried about Jeremy. I don't know. What do you guys think about his current state? Does anyone watch him?
To be fair, I don't watch stuff at all. I think he's done amazingly well, and more power to him, mate. He's made a career out of something. He's obviously doing very well, and good luck to him. But he's not my cup of tea. I haven't got enough time to watch.
Yeah, I do wonder how much of it's an act versus like how he really is. You know, I'd like to actually sit down with Jeremy for 10 minutes and see the real Jeremy. You know, like. I find people can play up for the camera. I try to think that I put myself out there. You know, I'm not really putting on an act and sort of making something I'm not, but I have a feeling that Jeremy really does. But then he's also quite honest in how he is, you know, what he says about all these different stuff that's happened to him, and it just kind of pops out, maybe like he has no control over it, or he's just like this brutally honest guy. I don't know.
He is a bit of an oddball. I mean, I'm not going to lie. But I sussed that guy out the first time I saw him. I remember when he first showed up, and a lot of people got a little edgy. Everyone's been working hard at this for 3-4 years, and this guy appears out of nowhere. Boom, 500,000 subs in like a month. And everyone's sitting there, what the fuck? And I called out, I said to so many people, this is not natural. This guy's being boosted. He's probably got connections to a rich family, or his family are rich, or something like that. Oh, no, it's not the case. He's doing this, he's doing that. And then we find out he's in a fucking boy band. Then we also find out apparently his family owns some big energy drink in Germany. And I'm sitting there like, this sound familiar, lads? Am I the only fucking one here? Am I the only one that saw this shit?
I don't know, but I mean, it's my channel, and I don't want to get in trouble. So I am not, these are the views of you, and not my views that you're expressing. Yeah. But I guess you're allowed to express those views. I don't know about that. To be honest with you, I don't know about any of that. And if you look at his channel, to be fair, if you showed me his channel and said, maybe not now, but in its heyday, I would say he'll be more popular than the average person, including myself. Let's be honest. They were well produced. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, he did come out of nowhere, but he had something that you could see was quite popular that would do.
I mean, I'm not dissing about. I'm just saying you can good camera, well presented, all that stuff.
Yeah, he had that. It's not like he was crap, and there was no reason that he would have a load of subscribers, is it?
And the start of his videos were like basically talking to women, so he was getting women's opinion. He was outside, like. I got into fragrances like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. And I remember watching Robes 08, thinking, I'm watching a guy talk about fragrances for 20 minutes. And then I came onto Jeremy somehow, and he's outside chatting to women. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? So it was kind of like a revamped the whole approach, I suppose, you know?
And that other dude with a baseball cap. Forgot his name.
Oh, yeah, Street Sense, damn. Street Sense.
Don't rub it in.
Street Sense, that was a lad, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jeremy, when Jeremy came in, he obviously, he understood, he went after a certain demographic of people to appeal to, and that was obviously the right move for him. Young guys wanted help with, attracting girls and that kind of thing, and that was his approach to it, and obviously it worked, and there's obviously a much huger audience for that type of approach than there is for what us guys, and I say us that are on here at the moment, do, which would be more simply about the fragrance and the merits of the fragrance rather than anything else, But it's like I say, it's got more power to him. He's done well for himself.
Yeah, I think he's very clever and very skillful. And you said that about us all being into the fragrances only, but I guess I'm probably the only one of us who does the YouTube as mainly his main thing in life now. And let's face it, guys, I don't exactly do only serious fragrance videos now, so I know how it is, and I'm not as successful at it as him. But I'm doing stuff lately where I'm trying to be controversial. Actually, I enjoy it because I enjoy the creativity that I'm putting into those videos. But just making serious videos about fragrances doesn't get you that far. So you got to kind of
stay true to what you like, though, Dan, as well.
A bit,
I mean, fragrance-wise, you haven't reviewing fruity fragrances to 18-year-olds because you don't like that. You've true to reviewing and talking about what you like. That's the way you do it.
I feel a lot of FRAGCOMM, as it's called, is very pandering, like trying to, go for the biggest views, go for your complimented videos, your top 10s, your this, your that, your sexy fragrances. Like, I've never done that. I've done one, sexy fragrance video. That's the thumbnail. Top one sexy video, sexy fragrance or something. And I go, no, it's fucking cool, Ross. And that's the end of it. People just pander, I think.
The sad thing? My most watched video on my channel is 212 VIP versus 1 million. And I filmed it in a 50 quid fucking camcorder in front of my microwave in the kitchen. It's just me sitting there. Okay, guys, here's 212. Here's 1 million. 50,000 views. Wow. My documentary, no one gives a shit. This piece of crap I made in 10 minutes, 50,000 views.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You could put all those hours into a really good documentary with you commentating in pictures and the history of powerhouse fragrances and stuff. And then the one that you get the most views on is something you tossed off in a moment. If you
filmed it on a potato.
Yeah, because it was on a subject that just happens to click in with people. I mean, my most recent, the best video I've done recently is the title was "Jeremy Fragrance Attacked Me." I knew what I was
just
doing
walking down the street.
Yeah, but I think, what, guys, here's my take. I do think things are going to change, and I think some of the channels who've been the biggest, maybe including Jeremy, who is going seems to be going almost a little bit crazy, but that aside, I think that they're going to be swept away a little bit, because I'm not going to mention any names, but some of the so-called big fragrance reviewers, that were the biggest thing 4 or 5 years have been up the top 3. I find their views are not just cranking out of all these videos in top 10. You know, the public does move on, and you've like the biggest growing channel now. I don't know the statistics, but I think it's Curly Fragrance, and the female channels are growing really fast. Like, because I was the biggest UK reviewer for a while, you know, God knows how, and then Fragmental was bigger than me, but now Monica Chiok, you know, came past him like a missile, and so all the biggest growing fastest channels now are female reviewers. But it does tend to be, and I'm not knocking them, the female reviewers that focus on men's fragrances. So that's why I think people have got to change. Like, it's no point. I don't think just doing top 10s is not gonna. It's gonna start not working, which is kind of why I'm trying to do a little bit like. I don't know if it really worked tonight, but I tried to do controversial subjects on this, and I think things are going to change. And in a year's time, I bet Jeremy Fragrance might not be the biggest reviewer. Any thoughts, guys?
Well, I think. Go on.
Sorry, mate.
I'll go to each of you. I'll go to Greg first. Yeah.
I think the other key thing is consistency as well.
Yeah.
I think you could probably not do some of the things you just said, and if you're consistent, you'll still have success. If you look at Ashton, for example, you look at the guy putting the video out every day. Same with Sebastian.
Yeah.
And they're both not full time doing it. How they manage to do it, I don't know. But a lot of the success is from the fact that they're reliable, consistent, constant content. You know, that's another key to being successful. Want to do it.
They are very, very consistent and reliable, and yeah, they're going to be there. If there's a new release that everyone's talking about, they'll get it out. They'll get a review out pretty fast, won't they? And that kind of thing. And and there's just I don't know how it works, but there's kind of an algorithm, and once the algorithm knows their videos are going to do well, it's like a snowball effect. That's the one they pump up most. So even if they did a video that wasn't on a mega exciting subject, it'll do, and it's not wrong, I'm not saying it's unfair, but it will do better than mine, because YouTube knows this guy normally is good business for us. So they're kind of, it's a real, if you're not in the top level, it's very hard to break in. I feel sorry for people trying to start from nothing now. It's very hard, I think.
Look at poor old Brad BP Wall, we were talking about another video down the other day, and you weren't sure who he was, but I think he's still. I'm not sure whether it's still the case, but there was a point a couple of years ago where he had more videos than subs, and he had like over 1,000 videos. Bless his heart.
Yeah. He's just an honest person. He's really sharing.
He is. He's a lovely geezer. He is.
Yeah. But it's nice looking at the comments now and seeing all these channels being mentioned, because they're all people who I kind of grew up into the FRAGCOMM with, you know, like Fragrance Apprentice. I remember seeing BP Wool, whatever his name is, Brad, you know, just all these people, you know, going back years. Like, the point I was trying to make is it seems like it's quite a saturated niche now, as in, like, the number of fragrance reviewers has really exploded. Yes. And everyone's then trying to get onto that bandwagon of sorts, where you got the kind of catchy thumbnails. You know, you got the outline glow around your head, and sort of putting a stupid face in the thumbnail, like,
hey, you and me,
no, kind of that shit.
We've already got that naturally, mate. It's all right.
And like, I've started sort of taking the piss in my thumbnails. So I don't think people realize what I do is, like, a lot of my stuff, all my content is mocking, like, you know, but people don't realize it. They probably think I'm serious. So I've started doing like stupid fucking outlines around my head, and just like, you know, just I don't know. So I think it's kind of hard to break through. You know, you mentioned, Dan, if somebody was to start a channel now, you have to sort of, like, what are you bringing new to the table? So you're trying to get into that market, so to speak, you know, but it's a tricky one, you know. Like, personally, I don't watch fragrance videos nowadays. Like, it's really random that I've seen this, to be honest, because I don't watch, you know, I just watch cycling stuff.
I remember when the whole thing first started, it was so new, and it was brilliant. I used to literally be glued to it. I don't know if you guys remember J.R. Writer. Do you remember that chap? He was one of the real early ones. You had obviously Robes, Hubby, Hero, and J.R. Writer. They were probably the first ones.
Yeah.
Like 2008, 2009, and that was really, really good.
Yeah, it was so different though. Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. Now that kind of stuff wouldn't play at all, would it? I mean, I wouldn't say anything disparaging about other reviewers. And somebody said, I shouldn't have silenced Lex. But I was just, I don't want a lawsuit from anybody. So I'm just, I liked Lex having his own opinion, but I'm just making it clear that it's his opinion.
No, it's your channel, man. I'm
which
cool.
you're entitled to.
If you tell me it's all good.
But I do want this to be a program where people talk freely. So I'm not silencing everyone. I'm just, there might be a disclaimer or two. Somebody said Babs is king of FRAGCOMM. Remember Babs?
Oh,
Babs collection.
Guys, if you don't know Babs collection, man.
What was his little catchphrase he used to do at the start? He used to say something. Do you remember?
Hi, guys.
He kind of claimed to be the expert on everything, and he was doing courses on how to make fragrances. I almost believed it for about half a video. It was really funny. He was out in India.
He used to do his videos in some really strange looking apartment in India, didn't he? He also claimed to live in Kensington sort of 9 months of the year, but the rest of the time he lived in Calcutta in a hovel,
His background did look like Osama bin Laden's hideout or something.
My
apartment costs so much more than yours does, Jeremy. My apartment costs so much.
Yeah. He was. I found him very entertaining.
Your friend's Babs back again.
Yeah. He was very entertaining in a kind of strange way. Car crash, and I've got a couple of more people coming in now. I think I've paid for the whole. Greta Beth showed up. Right. I don't know if you've been there long, Greta, because I didn't see everybody. I'm going to bring... I'll give you a moment because you look like you just got settled. I'm going to bring in... You guys can stick around too because I think I've paid for the full thing here. So I can bring in in unlimited folks. We're going to bring in the legend that is Kellen of Sense of South Jersey. It's about time we got an American in again. Kellen!
Heyo.
Hey, Dan.
Hello,
how you
my
doing?
Good friend. How are you? Yeah, great. How are you?
I'm well. I'm glad I got to jump on. I had, like I said, I had some stuff I had to take care of after I left work, but I was glad to check it out. I was listening in on the car ride home through the Bluetooth.
Oh, nice. Great. Yeah, well, it's really great for you to, I'm trying to work out what this live stream format will be like. So I've never hosted one like this. So if it's a disappointment to anyone, sorry, because I build it as some kind of controversial thing. But, we'll see what happens. And it's great to have so many great, some real historic legendary reviewers. And now, what a thrill to be joined by, I would call you one of the new generation of vintage fragrance connoisseurs. So just in case anyone doesn't know, Kellen from Sense of South Jersey is a channel that's been going maybe a couple of years now, isn't it? And a fantastic channel, really, really good reviews. And as you described yourself, a niche within a niche, because you specialize a lot on the vintage stuff. And so I really enjoy your videos. So, Kellen, what's going on with you and your channel at the moment? What are you trying to do at the moment? What's your main focus?
Well, hey, and Lex, big fan, and Steve, I know I follow you on Instagram, so hello to both of you guys. Well, just not too much different. I'm working on a pretty special video that I've done. It's going to be the part 2 version of that I'm going to put up tomorrow. It's taken a long time to write out how I want it to work, but I've gotten better at the editing and stuff. Initially I had a girlfriend of mine helping me with that, but it's pretty much all me now. And got some new equipment, so it's been a lot of fun to really take complete ownership and control of all the videos, and especially when you get in some of the newer fragrances. I've been getting in some stuff. I got something cool here to show you. I think you have this one, Dan. You have Fendi?
No, don't have it.
Oh yeah, this one's.
I own it.
Really, really
of course.
Yeah.
I know the one.
Yeah, Fendi.
Yeah, it's class.
Fendi's a good one. So still doing the individual reviews, but it's trying to just switch it up, just like you are, trying to keep it interesting so it doesn't get stagnant.
Yeah, you do a great job. You're one of the few channels that I actually can tune into and think, maybe I'll learn about fragrance that I want to go and buy, which is, the whole point of the thing, which you lose sight of. So I really enjoy your channel, and I highly recommend anyone to go check it out. Kellen's reviews are really, really good on the vintage stuff. And, you're doing well because you're getting some steady growth you're not desperately pandering to what you think YouTube wants or whatever. So it just goes to show you're consistent, you stick at it, you can still do fine with just staying true to what you love. So we're going to get some more thoughts from you in a minute. It's about time we got a female person on. I think my viewership is 96% male, so there's no surprise that I completely failed to get any ladies on. But here we have a great female reviewer all the way from the States. It's Greta Beth. I'm bringing her in now. Hello.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hello.
Yes, I
Hello,
sent
good
the
evening.
SOS.
Yeah, I pleaded. Please help me.
SOS.
There was a big sausage fest going on here.
Yes, exactly. Greta, it's great to have you on the show. You have a really great channel, quite relatively new, and you're based out there in what part of the States are you in?
I'm in Southern California.
Oh, you lucky thing. Right,
San
excellent.
Diego. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful. Okay, fantastic. And your channel is talking about mainly the fragrances that you enjoy and that are in your collection. And you seem to be pretty prodigious. You seem to have a lot of big hauls going on there. You've got a big collection, right?
I do. I'm a girl. I like to shop. What can I say? Shoes, handbags, makeup, perfume.
Yeah.
And I have expensive taste. I do.
Okay.
I'm aware. I'm acutely aware. I do know.
I like it. This is brilliant. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to you in 1 second because you backed me up. You were one of the people who saved me when I was under attack over my sexiest fragrance reviewers video, and of course, it was great to have a woman back me up that it was okay what I said. I'm going to bring in Archie Luxury though now because he doesn't appear very often on a stream of mine, well, actually never, and he is the pontiff of the watch community. And I was very privileged to get him on my channel lately. A man who normally doesn't do shit for free, but I hope he's not expecting a fee for this. He is the number one watch reviewer in the world. Greg, you and the pontiff in a live stream. I cannot believe it. Here we go. Archie.
Hello.
Archie.
Hello. This is a great honor to be on your stream here, Mr.
The honor is
Smelly.
ours, Your Excellency.
I have admired Mr. Smelly for many years. He's a fantastic. Now I want to do something. I don't even know you guys, right? But I can guess the fragrance from you. Okay, I can guess your fragrance just based on your room and how you look. I know exactly what the fuck you are. By the way, just a quick wristwatch check. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek Philippe. I'm wearing a Patek. There's my English little cufflinks there.
It's an Apple Watch.
There we go. Okay, I gotta tell
Archie,
you.
I'm wearing Archie in aptly named by yourself. I'm wearing the Bruce Wayne mate today.
It's a Batgirl.
Yeah, but I thought you didn't like Batgirl. I thought you liked Bruce.
No. That's the other guy on my show who I excommunicated. He didn't like to call it that. But now, firstly, I got to start with ladies first.
Yeah,
Greta.
Go.
Yes.
Holy fuck, this woman is expensive. I got to be honest with you. This is like buying a 10-year-old S-Class Mercedes. It'll be fun, but it's going to end in tragedy. You know what I mean? It's going to have some very expensive repairs and work done.
Well, actually, I'm self-sustaining, so.
That's what they all say.
There is that.
That's what they all say. Yeah, I heard it all before, sweetie. I heard it all before. That's what they all say. It's like when you ask really, really, really rich people and they say, I'm not that well off. They all say that. Now, I got to tell you, I think she's been
I love you,
married
Archie.
Half a dozen times.
Actually, I'm the runaway bride.
She's picked up a lot of. I gotta tell you, her scent. I tell you what her scent should be.
Love Archie.
Right? It should be. This is what it should be, but you're not cool enough to admit it. You should be Chanel Coco.
Chanel number 5 is near and dear to my heart. But yes. I'll do Coco. But number 5 is very near and dear. Ooh. Yeah.
Now, the bald guy, Sprotey there. Holy fuck. This guy's kind of new age modern. He's got a guitar in the back there. What the hell is that? A
Wrong way.
guitar? Is that a
Death
guitar?
metal.
I gotta tell you. You know, I think with him, he would have been the poster child for CK1 20 years ago.
He's gonna pull it out.
It's a glass of water.
He's CK1, but he's too cool for CK1. See, anyone who is CK1 material, they don't wear CK1. They don't, you know, that CK is just that's departments. That's discount pharmacy sort of shit now. I would say for him, you know what? I gotta tell you.
Oh, my dog. Sorry.
Oh.
You alright, baby? Yeah.
Come on, Archie.
Lay it on me, bro.
You there.
Yeah, it's like waiting for a second.
Dracanoia. He's Dracanoia. There you go, Dracanoia. Okay.
You're quite
Then
sort of right in that. Right? You're in the right range. I mean, I'm really into my vintage fragrances. I did own a bottle of it, but I sold it. But yeah, Cool Ross is my kind of thing. You know, Cool
Lex,
Ross, Polo,
where's Lex gone?
Fahrenheit.
You know, nothing will save Lex. You know, did you see Lex's apartment? He's single, isn't he? He's single, isn't he?
I think.
He's single, isn't he?
I don't know. As far as I know, I don't know, Archie. Go ahead.
You know, I got to tell you, that guy down below there, what is he? You know?
Kellen.
Yeah.
He's in the States.
I wouldn't trust him, but you know what I mean? He's very thrifty. You know, whether it's a Persian carpet or a bottle of perfume, an oud. He'd wear oud. He's the sort of guy who oud. He'd wear an oud. Oud. Some sort of oud. Where's Lex gone? What happened to Lex? Lex, put your camera back on. Yeah, nothing will save
I was
Lex.
grabbing a beer.
Lex, nothing will save Lex. You know that? It doesn't matter. There are some guys who it doesn't matter what car they drive or what perfume they wear. Lex is one of those there. By the way, in Australia, we've just released... How's this for tacky, okay? You, Mr. Smelly, this is the ultimate in tacky. They have... We've got a brewery. It's called VB. VB.
Yeah.
It's kind of a
it.
man's...
Yeah.
To be completely honest, Victoria Bitter. It's actually... I don't particularly like it, okay?
Yep.
If I'm drinking beers, I tell you what I like. I like a Corona... I like one of my favorite beers is Miller, American beer, Miller. But anyhow, VB is very working class. It's very non-commissioned officer class, and they've introduced VB fragrance.
No.
Yes, it's just so. How do you put it? It's so tacky, you know, tacky. 20. It's not expensive. If you want, I can send you some really tacky fragrances, Mr. Smelly from Australia.
I'd love that. We're going to send you our fragrance, aren't we?
We've got some really tacky stuff here. And you know what I'd give Greta if I was going out with her?
It's a family
headache?
show, Archie.
I gotta tell you. I tell you what I'd give Greta. I got it already because I keep it on stock just in case, you know. I actually keep fragrances here just in stock, just so that if in case I want to do a bit of, you know, side, I got the gifts lined up.
It's right next to the chloroform, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I got the perfect perfume for
Yo,
Greta.
Rich.
Oh dear.
I got the perfect perfume for Greta,
Dare I ask?
which I think is no. This is her. This is what I would give her if I thought I had a chance, right? If you got rid of that fucking dog. That dog is so annoying. You know, it fucked me dead. I hate pets. You know that? Cockroaches, carpet beetles. I don't like them, okay? So anyhow, I just want to show you. I keep... And by the way, Greta, I'll tell you what I'd do if I was going out with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've already got the card waiting here.
You even
for
got
you.
the card.
Yeah, because I buy them in bulk. You see,
there's a video. I've done a video.
It makes me feel so special.
If you go to Archie's channel, he's given me tips on romance, which include that we should stick Cartier sniffer strips inside the card so that they think it's a Cartier card. Go on, Archie. Sorry to interrupt you.
So okay, the smell for her, I've got it here. This is what I would give her if I thought I stood a chance. I'd give her this. Da-da-da-da.
Chopard. Which one is that, though?
Chopard
I can't
Wish
tell which one.
Pink. Chopard Wish Pink. What do you reckon, Mr. Smelly? Would that get me in?
I can't speak for Greta Beth, can I? But I think it's a good brand, yeah. But I don't know that their fragrances are quite as luxurious as some of their other products. So I don't know. I've not smelled it, Archie.
Yeah, but do you understand? Bang per bucks. This is £15.
Well, this is the thing with you, Archie, because you got very upset when I asked you to spray a couple of sprays of Cartier Declaration on camera because it's expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
But how much is your watch worth?
Well, no, but the thing is, I can get my money back on the watches,
Oh, right.
I've actually got Declaration on. You can have a sniff, sniff. Declaration. That's my new fragrance, actually.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think, but we need to up your watch game to match up your fragrance game to match your watches now, I agree, because you got some good fragrances, you got good taste, but I feel we need to get you into the niche stuff. You kind of
I bought another fragrance yesterday for the wife.
Go on then.
Oh.
Yeah. He's married, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So which one did she get?
I buy a lot of fragrances, right? I buy a lot. I buy a lot. Okay. I'll tell you how much of a perfume snob I am. I bought her parfum, Chanel 5. She has a parfum. The
it's a lovely classic. Yes.
Like it's the expensive Chanel, the concentrate. It was $500, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It still lasts,
And I got the $20 fragrance.
Well, hang on a minute.
I don't understand.
I just making a mild observation.
It is his wife.
I wanted to get lucky. I don't want to own you with that stupid dog. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Greg.
Look at Angelo. Big Ange over here.
I wanted a 3-hour romance. I wanted a 3-hour romance. I don't want to move in. I'm not a hobosexual. Okay? Okay?
He looks out for me. He's my guard dog. Okay. He makes sure leaves don't attack me,
I gotta tell you. I bought her 2 Cartier. This is the 2 recent fragrances I got her. Cartier.
For Dan.
Cartier Carrot. Actually, I'll tell you the fragrances. Cartier Carrot. And yesterday I got her Le Panther Eau de Toilette.
Le Panther. Is that the one that smells like sex?
Oh, it's amazing. It's classy. And before that, I got her Twilly. I got 3 different Twillies. Hermes Twilly fragrances. They had different shoot-offs on that.
Yeah. Those are nice.
Archie,
those are lovely.
I'm just going to come in here for a second.
Yes.
Because I want to get a little bit more. You're going to find this actually very interesting because something tells me you're
I got to tell you, Lex. You know what Lex would do? I tell you what, Lex thinks he's cool, right? He's probably wearing Creed, right? But Lex, you know what? For you, you know what?
I'm wearing Gravitas, actually, Archie. Okay. I'm loyal.
Right? That's our fragrance, Archie. The one we're going to send you. But go on, Archie. Yeah, go on.
I got to tell you, man, Lex. I don't want to be nasty. I love you, man. You're a good man, right? Did you have that chest of drawers when you were a kid?
It was here when I moved in, all right? A free chest of drawers is nothing to laugh at.
Free chest. It's actually quite decent. It's pine. Look, I got to tell you, man. You know what would work for you? I kid you not. This would actually... You could pull... Well, he's in England, isn't he?
Glasgow, up in Scotland.
England.
Yeah, that's part of England. Yeah.
Sorry, in England. Wow. It's in Britain. Sorry.
Wow.
English.
Yeah, Scotland. Yeah, that's how I like to... The Scottish are very sensitive to the English. They
There's a lot of history,
A lot of history there, exactly. Remember, James Bond was from Scotland. Remember
one
that?
of them, yeah.
Yeah.
The best one.
I got to tell you, you know what? I reckon for you, seriously, if you want to pull on the pub, I would wear You know, that's that fragrance. You know what's that fragrance? Jupe. You'd wear Jupe.
I reviewed you. It's called Jupe. I reviewed
you. And there's the green one and there's the purple one. The purple one would be best for you.
Right.
You know what?
Archie?
I got more compliments with Jupe than any other fragrance.
You did say that on
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
It is
true.
I don't know what it is. It's just it's an 80s smell. It's a classic smell. You know,
Archie, I'm just going to come in for a minute because I think you'll find this interesting because I want to ask a bit about Greta. And I don't know if you're going to be upset that I tell them, but Archie's
no,
actually
you can
the
say
first.
anything.
Archie's the first person I ever paid to interview. And it was actually, as you can tell, it was worth every penny because he brings full entertainment value. So we're going to come back to Archie in a minute. But Greta Beth, you might be interested, Archie. One of the reasons we got talking, actually, I think we'd exchanged a few pleasantries, only, purely to do with our YouTube channels, which I think yours is great. But we had a recent controversy where I got myself in a tiny bit of hot water because I did a video stating the rather obvious fact that there are some sexy female fragrance reviewers out there. And some people thought this was a little bit, wrong. I shouldn't objectify them and all this kind of stuff. And then, of course, they picked on the wrong guy because they thought I'd be scared and take the video down or just hope it would go away. But I turned around and I came back at them and said, like Nigel Tufnell, what's wrong with being sexy type of thing. I went back at them and it worked well for me. But anyway, not only did quite a few men back me up, but it was really nice to have the support of some ladies out there, including lady reviewers. And Greta did it and made a great, absolutely destroyed this one guy who's kind of stepped in as the white knight male feminist, saying that all women should be offended at my video, and said what I couldn't dare to say, that some people, some women make a lot of effort to be sexy and wouldn't mind being called sexy. And I really, I really appreciated that because you put yourself in the firing line. So apart from having a great channel and, well,
yes,
dare I say it, some may say you're rather sexy. I know I can say it to you, but I won't say it anymore.
I never get offended. That's a compliment to me. It gets me so upset.
You are, aren't you? And
I know, it's like, why is it bad to give a compliment? Compliments are nice. That is a nice thing to do.
Exactly.
I gotta tell you.
Just say thank you,
Yeah. It's
I
obviously a tasteful limit. It's not like I wolf whistle out of my car window every day, But yeah, thank you. I really appreciated what you did. Yeah.
Look, I gotta tell you, I think she's extremely sexy woman, Greta.
We're all agreed on that.
Thank you.
I gotta say, as I said there, Chopard, I got obsession over here. I got 5 bottles of obsession. I've only got one of these.
Thank you.
CK
I appreciate
obsession.
you thinking of me.
I think she's a good look. To be honest with you, it's such a negative thing there.
Who's breathing heavy?
Who the hell is doing that? I reckon it's that Lex
Stephen,
guy.
can I just ask you, maybe is it you, Stephen? If we're getting a little bit of breathing off you sometimes with your mic there, just watch out. Sorry, I think it's you.
Yeah, look, I got to tell you,
Sorry.
I think realistically, to be sexy. Look, I'll tell you this now. Even a lady who's like a high court judge or a barrister or that's a top lawyer or a CEO, they want you. I saw this in The Bill. You watch The Bill, don't you? You watch The Bill, Mr. Smelly. It's an English drama series. And it said there, even, the highest society ladies, they want someone to think their tits are beautiful. So they said, there's a bit of truth in that. We all, doesn't matter how high and mighty our jobs are or how rich we are, we want someone to think, hey, it's beyond, you know what I mean? I think sexy, people take it the wrong way. I didn't say sleazy. We said sexy.
That's it.
There's two different things there. And I got to be totally honest with you. These pheromones and these are all, we're trying to present our best image. Even Lex there, he's had a shave a couple days ago. He's actually he's thrown the doona on. When was the last time, Lex, you cleaned your sheets? Just out of interest.
No, a week ago.
Can I just say thank you to Carol Smith for the super sticker? I've only just set up this super chat stuff. Does that mean I get money or something? Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, that's
Archie,
very,
what happens with a super sticker? What is
that's
it?
$20. You get some money. That means
What's the
a
difference
lot.
between that and a super chat? Thank you, Carol.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm not. Look,
Oh, well, I'm all
anything,
for it.
anything is good. Anything
Yeah,
is
yeah,
good.
thanks.
I gotta
Sorry,
say,
yeah, okay.
seriously, you want to be sexy. Nothing wrong with being sexy. That's the whole
Yeah,
point of this
yeah.
fragrance stuff. I mean,
Well, that's
seriously.
it, exactly. We're in the whole point of fragrances. It's always been linked to sensuality and sexiness. And what I did, Archie, was I broke an unwritten rule that we were allowed to say fragrances were sexy, but it was kind of you weren't allowed to say, oh, well, this lady who's also making videos is sexy, and everyone. That's what I did deliberately. But yeah, go on. It's turned into the Archie Luxury Show. I hope you're not charging me for this, Archie. Go on.
No. This is a free.
Thanks.
I got to tell you, Greta.
That $20 is going to him.
What do you do, Greta? Which state are you in America?
Look out.
I'm in California. I'm in Southern California.
You own your own home, Greta?
I do, and I bought it myself.
Hey, that's good.
I own my own company. I bought all this myself.
Wow, that's well done. Well done.
Thank you.
That's a great achievement. You know how expensive California is, guys? It's $1 million doesn't get you much.
No, you're with the paupers. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That won't buy you a house, that's for sure.
Yeah. What's with the granddad lounge chair behind you there? That's a little bit.
Oh, this is my sports bar that I'm in. I have a sports bar. So I have like two 70-inch TVs on the wall and the wine cabinet and.
Just as you do, like.
And
yeah,
like everybody needs a bar, right? And the bar is actually behind the camera.
What you needed was a Chesterfield. There's a special type of furniture called a Chesterfield. That's what you need.
I'm sure she's heard of that. Yeah.
You know, that's the sofa with the little.
I got one of them, Archie.
You know, the
oh, yes, with the buttons and the leather. Yes. You know, actually, I really like this one though. It's those are the chairs. Then there's the couch.
The other thing I would do is I would probably I would paint the walls taupe or caramel or something ridiculous, avocado, something outlandish.
Avocado.
Yeah, you know, that green. You know, and what else I would do is I would get some Sports Illustrated from Sports Illustrated pinup girls and get them put into a poster. That'd be very cool.
Well, actually, instead, I have pictures of me shooting.
Hey.
Yeah. That's not cool, but it's not cool to have too many pictures of yourself.
Well.
Yeah.
It's not pictures of me that you can tell so much as the sport.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get too far political here. I don't want to go there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in very treacherous ground.
Yes, I'm gonna bring a couple of people.
You're a
in for a minute
Republican.
now.
You're a Republican.
I am free-thinking.
Let's not go too into the politics.
But you're into shooting. You have to be a Republican, wouldn't you?
You'd be surprised. It's on both sides of the lane.
Yep.
There's a mix.
There's a mix. Okay, that's good. We like it's
Archie,
a democracy.
Now, we're all YouTubers here. Now, this is an interesting point because all of us on here are YouTubers, and some of us don't have massive channels. And you have a very good, very big channel, but it's by no means the biggest watch channel in the world, right? But you're
100%.
very, very clever. You've made a good, you're making a living really well. Can you tell us about the fridge? Because people can pay for sponsorship on Archie's fridge.
See, I do a lot of
prestigious
reviews.
Spot of advertising.
I do a lot of reviews. Okay,
you get paid to review people's watches.
You don't do shit for free.
I don't do shit for free. Now, what I do is I actually sell advertising space on the refrigerator. That's Pride and Pinion.
Oh, interesting.
When I shoot when I shoot videos, I go forward, but when I'm shooting other videos, they go this way. So they're all spots on the refrigerator. The refrigerator is a money earner. Let me show you. Show you the fridge. See, come out to the front here, and even when I open the fridge, inside
glass.
And I've even started selling spaces.
Oh my goodness.
You can buy spaces on the beverage. You see? And people have different advertisements here. So you have B1 for sale, $200 for 3 months.
That's a very classy advert, that, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it
You write
goes
that out
there.
yourself or what?
Yeah, it's
How much did they pay for that?
It's the $200 for 3 months. See, the guy next to it, he's got the thing there. We got Toyota Mo. He's a sponsor. David SW. Got that. A lot of people like these stupid dogs. These dogs. I don't understand it, but they like their dog on the fridge. You see.
Hey Dan, I think you need to
sorts.
charge him now for like promoting his own advertisements on your channel.
Right?
Yeah, we want to cut that, Archie.
He's
All
a
right,
cool
now
guy.
I'll tell you what we'll do, Archie.
But look, let me say this to you.
Yeah,
if you want to
go on.
start your channel, I'll give you some advice. Okay,
Yeah.
let me give you 5 tips to grow your
blimey, I don't know
YouTube
about
channel.
that. Hold on. Go on then. Yeah,
Five
go on.
tips.
Yeah,
Tips. Number 1, I don't cheat. I don't buy subs. I don't buy subscribers. Don't buy views. I just play it. The figures are what they are. Okay, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, what you should do is, doesn't matter about quality, it's quantity. Make a video a day, a video a day, a video, and it's just whatever you think of. Does this fragrance make me sexy? Does this, I wore this, but it sucked. Just anything, just do a video a day. You want to make a few. And you know, the funny thing is, when I actually had a job, because I do this full time now, I actually made many more videos at work than I did when I'm now full time in it. Because it was the fact I was sneaking it on the boss's time. You know what I mean? Then third tip is look at your competitors. When you go to their channel, it will tell you somebody's top videos. Well, just make videos on that same topic. Use their same title. Use the exact same title, and you make a video on it. Fourth tip, I found the thumbnails are starting to help. I use a piece of software. Jeremy uses amazing thumbnails. There's a free piece of software where it's a web application that I use. It's called Online Graphic Designer. Okay, and you can subscribe to it, but the standard one lets you do thumbnails for free. So you don't actually need to pay for it unless you want high resolution, which you can't even upload high resolution thumbnails. And the fifth idea is you always want to try and get those clickbait titles going. You know, clickbait, whatever. You know, always like what.
I'm with you
what
on that one,
fragrance-
Archie.
What fragrance does Joe Biden wear? What fragrance does whatever controversy it is? I mean, who cares what he wears? That doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Archie.
Things, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce you to Greg in a second, Archie. But I'll tell you, you made a really good point there about the controversy and all that. Because one of the interesting things about Archie's channel is that you're no stranger to controversy, and you go head first into that, don't you? You've had a few feuds with people, and you ride that wave, and it gives you views. And my most viewed recent video was called "Jeremy Fragrance Attacked Me." And it actually allowed me to review a fragrance after that and get much more views for that fragrance review than I ever would if I said blah, blah fragrance review. So, you know, it's gratuitous and shameless in a way, but it does work. And you can still make entertaining videos. So, Greg, are you still there, Greg?
I'm here, mate, yes.
All right, I want to introduce you, Archie.
Can you turn the camera on, Greg?
Archie, after you've just ripped everybody to pieces, mate, I'm putting my camera on now.
Greg's one of the reasons I found out about you, Archie. Greg is a huge watch collector. He's got a massive fragrance collection as well, but he likes the finer things in life. So he's got some seriously blingy Rolexes, and it was through Greg mentioning some of your videos that I actually found out about you. So Greg, can we get a wristwatch check? I know we can't see it from you, and then we'll get Archie's opinion on people's watches, because I want to get a bit more interaction here, even though it's quickly becoming the Archie Luxury Show. So, Greg, what watch have you got on today?
Yeah, I've got the Batgirl on.
Oh, right. Yeah, you said that.
Batgirl GMT Master Steel with the Jubilee bracelet.
That's it.
Beautiful. You pay retail, or you had to pay the piper?
I had to pay the grey market. Yeah.
No, of course, that's okay. That's
All right,
that's actually a beautiful watch. That's beautiful. That's a Lex, what are you wearing, Lex?
Lex.
G-Shock. Oh, wait, I'll take it off.
You know, the thing I love about Lex is, Lex, he doesn't waste money on crap. He knows it's not going to help. There's no point wasting money on crap, is there?
I tried getting one of the automatic fucking the Seco Orange Monster, which everyone told me you've got to try this, and it was. I think it's a nice watch, but this thing's radio controlled, solar powered, accurate to the second.
What more do you want?
The monster was just always 5 minutes ahead or 5 minutes slow, and hassle.
He's a good, honest guy, Lex. Lex is a good, honest guy. What do you? Greta's already said she's got an Apple Watch.
Hang on. If people are not on, can they just mute because we're getting a lot of breathing? So if you're not on,
that's that hunky guy. You can mute them too, by the way.
I was cracking one out. Sorry,
Mr. Smelly,
if you're not on, can you mute? Because we're getting a. Yeah, okay, I'll try and do that. But it's more helpful if you guys just do it, and then if you're on, obviously quickly click on. All right, let's talk about Greta's watch briefly. Then I want to bring Kellen in because sorry, Greta is an Apple Watch. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Archie. What's your verdict on those?
Dear.
I think for Greta,
sorry, Greta.
She's Californian. I tell you what she should wear. I'll tell you exactly what she should wear.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go, Greta.
I think she's got some issues. Greta's got issues. Right?
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Yeah. No. Greta, I tell you what you should wear, okay? Okay, what you need to do is simple, okay? You need to jump in your little Mercedes-Benz or your 4-cylinder Porsche.
Poor Dan.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you need to go to
Did you say 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the new Boxster's a 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Isn't that what you've got?
Nope.
What have you got?
Just keep going. I want to hear about my watch.
Okay, you need to go to Cartier, right? And what you need to do is, if I were you, seriously, don't worry about getting a deal or things like that, because it doesn't really matter for someone like you. Okay, you just go there. I tell you, buy something you like. You've got to get a Cartier. That's what I don't particularly like Cartier as a brand, but I think for you, go there. Preferably get gold, but steel's okay. I reckon a Boulogne blue, Cartier Boulogne blue. That's got the special crown. Sort of thing. I think that's what you need, a Cartier. That's what you need because, as Liza Minnelli said, you haven't really made it in life until you walk into the Cartier store and buy a beautiful timepiece. Liza Minnelli. I think that's what you need to do. You need to get a Cartier. And
you needed this life lesson, didn't you, Greta?
I did. Good scent. Look, it's like a good
scent. I knew
it
was coming. I knew this.
It's like a good scent. You wouldn't go there with, department store, what do they call it? That what's the cheapest, that cheapest, nastiest scent, Maybelline scent or something like. You wouldn't do that. Same thing is you got to up your watch game.
Yeah. I guess it's just the pragmatic in me. It's the pragmatic using technology.
But you spent 20,000 on this room that looks like my grandfather's lounge room.
Archie.
Let's be completely honest there. Pragmatic. What was pragmatic about that?
Background behind you, is it?
And you know what? What you got to do is, if you want it to be a proper sports bar, it's got to have empty half-done ashtrays, and it's got to bite.
Archie, I'm going to move you on to the next person now. Then, Kellen, are you willing to have your watch appraised by Archie?
Oh man, here it goes. Let's see. So, Movado Museum Classic.
It's a Movado Museum two-tone.
Uh-oh.
That's about as dodgy as that carpet hanging behind him, on the wall. You know what I mean?
You're not impressed, Archie?
Thanks, Archie.
Look, it suits him. I got to tell you, with Callan, it actually suits him. It suits him. I'd expect that. I honestly expect that. I think that's a perfect pairing, you would say, in the fragrance industry.
All right,
guys,
Archie.
I'm going to have to shoot off.
What about my watch, Archie? I've got an Amiga Seamaster, 1964.
Look, I reckon that is very classy. I'll tell you the truth, Mr. Smelly.
Yes.
No bullshit, okay?
Yes.
You got those fake fucking statues behind you, right? Are they plastic? Can I just ask you that? Are they plastic?
No, they're not plastic. I think they're made
Or are they plaster of Paris? Plaster of Paris?
Hell. I don't know what it is. Okay. They're heavy. They're heavy.
Okay. Man, I tell you honestly, right? What you need to do is, seriously, this is my best advice to you. You need to buy a Milgauss, a Rolex Milgauss. The not super expensive model, probably about £6,000 or £7,000. Get a Milgauss. black dial or blue dial. Get the blue would be really cool, but they're a bit harder. That's it. You just have that one watch.
Okay.
That's it. It's like somebody who doesn't know fragrances. Just get one scent. Just wear this fucking scent, and that's it. You're done. That's
very
what you
quickly.
need to do.
Can you do Sproti for us?
Oh,
then we'll let you go, Archie, because it sounds
okay,
like
sure.
And I'll tell people about your
what
streams.
you got? Da-da-da-da.
I have an Orient something or other. I'm not sure what model it is. Just like a standard
shit. Doesn't
diving
matter.
watch.
Who cares? Man, I tell you what you need to get. You know what you need to get? I tell you what you... I don't particularly like these, but I don't particularly like you. And I would never let my daughter go and visit you. Okay?
Archie.
I probably wouldn't want to visit him either, bro. So.
Guys,
you need a Amiga Speed
I'm sorry,
Sonic.
guys.
He needs an Amiga Speedmaster Speed Sonic. That's what you need, because you're German and funky. Speed Sonic. Just look that up on the... They were a special model only for Germany. Guys, I got to go. I got to do my show. Love you.
I don't know what to
so
say.
much.
This was a hell of an appearance. Guys, if you want to check out Archie, go to the just type in Archie Luxury. He does loads of live
And
streams.
Greta,
great
Greta,
stuff.
I would love to have you on my show. You're a stunning woman.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Jokes aside, I'd love to have you on my channel. Can you, Mr. Smelly, give her my email address?
If
and
she's
WhatsApp.
willing, I'll help. Yeah,
I'll do that. Is it okay if I wear my Apple Watch?
You can wear whatever you like. With someone so beautiful like that, you can wear... Someone so sexy like that, you can wear whatever you like, preferably as little as possible.
Archie,
Okay,
you sexed up my live stream
See
massively.
you
Am I
later.
going to be able to get you on my... Oh, he's off. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. That is what you get with Archie. He's... I
think he's funny.
Well,
I think he's fucking hilarious.
Well,
he's funny.
You know,
he doesn't offend. It's hard to offend me. He's funny.
I'm German. I'm so surprised. Wow.
He shouldn't have said some of the things, but that is the whole shtick with him. He's not really like that. He interviewed me on his channel, and the interview, as you can probably guess, was mainly about him. You didn't find a hell of a lot out about me in the interview, but I actually paid him money. I paid him money to be on my channel just because it was a life ambition for me. And yeah, he's a phenomenon. So that's really good. We'll wrap it up soon, but I just want to talk a little bit, because fuck, at least we can actually get a word in edgeways now. So we'll just check out what people are wearing as their fragrance this evening, and maybe a tiny bit on the FRAGCOMM stuff just to wrap up. But so I'm going to go to Kellen first. Kellen, what are you wearing tonight, fragrance-wise?
Tonight, still wearing what I was wearing today, Trophy Lancôme. I went with that. It's still kind of hot here. I wanted something fresh, and I'm going to review that.
I helped you find that, didn't I? I kind of
you did.
Encouraged you to get that, didn't I? A little bit, did I?
Absolutely, for sure. Especially with the see, I don't have it in front of me it's the sport type of fragrance because it says Pour Le Sport. But I found an aftershave with the golf ball bottle cap. So I wanted to check that out. I bought that, so I'm going to use that tomorrow because I haven't done my weekly shave. So I'll be able to review it fully once I do that. So that stuff's great. It still lasts. Really, really citrus, green, mossy, fresh. That's such a cool bottle.
Yeah, Greta. By the way, I don't know if this is a thing that you're into, and I don't know if it's as much of a thing with the female fragrance fans, but all of us here actually, funnily, are really into the old retro stuff. I think it's fair to say, aren't we, guys? So we collect these real obscure things, and this is Lancôme Trophy. This is like one of the first sport-themed fragrances in the mid-'80s. So we're all a little weird that way. Do you do that?
No, that's okay. I do, but. Well, I do. However, I'll be completely contrasting because I was wearing the brand new release so that I could review it. Like literally just received this. That's why I had to wear it. I do like to wear it for 2 days so I have a little bit of a idea and it's not just a first impression.
What's the name of that one?
Oh, sorry. This is from Parfums de Marly, the new Orion. It just launched like a few days ago.
Awesome. And you get, you buy a lot of new stuff, don't you? You get through a lot of new fragrances on your channel.
Some are new. Most are new to me.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they're a big new release, people that have the same taste as me want to see my impression of it before they decide to buy it.
I think your channel is really good because, there's a lot of, there's a hell of a lot of people reviewing fragrances out there. And something about you, although You're very well presented and all that kind of stuff. You got, it's not uncommon to have a lovely, American kind of house in the backdrop and it. But some of these channels are kind of very presenter-ish, and I just kind of tune out. But somehow you manage to feel like it's a real person talking, and you seem to give really good advice. So I'm going to encourage everybody to check out, if you type Greta Beth on YouTube, really good channel. And are you going to can I get you to do a collaboration on my channel maybe?
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that.
Yeah, we did mention that. Yeah, I'm going to hold.
Yeah, you hit me up, but I was in Spain at the time, and I was like, well, let me try and manage to get home, because it really was like Chevy Chase Mediterranean vacation. It was like, if it could go wrong, it went wrong. And just thank God I have a healthy sense of humor, because that literally is what got me through it, was just saying, you just can't make this up. Like, you just had to laugh. It was people like, why aren't you angry? I'm like, it's beyond anger. Like, you just have to laugh at this point. Like, it's just comedy. It was just, I mean, I was like a homeless person.
You got stuck in an airport or something for several days, or was it something like that?
So it took me 3 days to get there in the same clothes, and then 5 days for my luggage to get there in pieces.
Jeez, man.
And I'm like, I have to get this luggage back home with me, because I was on a little island in the Mediterranean, and it literally was just crushed when I got it back. But it was, I mean, and then because I got there late, they of course were out of rental cars, so they only had an SUV, and the streets are like the size of a sidewalk, right?
Yeah.
And then I got to my friend's house, and he's like, oh, so I forgot to tell you, I'm in the middle of remodeling. Like, of course you are. Why wouldn't you be in the middle of remodeling? I'm like, just tell me you have air conditioning. He's like, well, technically I have air conditioning, but I don't have the motor. It's part of the 5% that's not done. So, like, everything was part of the 5%, right? He didn't even have a mirror, like nothing. It was I was like, tell me you have a blow dryer. Like, your wife doesn't have a blow dryer? She's like, nah, I just air dry. What do you do? I'm like, the day they left, she says, oh, the day I got my luggage, she says, you know what? I do have a blow dryer here. I'm like, so I've been walking around like Broomhilda for no reason, is what you're telling me? But it was just one thing after the other. It was honestly, I got 1 day with my luggage and my friends, and then had to fly back 24 hours traveling.
Jeez. And I get the impression you're the kind of person that doesn't like to be without her stuff. I don't feel like you love slumming it. Would that be fair?
Actually, I don't mind camping and stuff like that, but it was, I looked ridiculous. Let's just put it that way, because, we'd go to the beach, and I literally felt like Chevy Chase on the beach, because yes, I threw, I'm smart enough that I had a few toiletries and a bikini in my carry-on bag. I had running shorts. Okay. Like, this was like for working out, not for the beach, and MA slides. So yeah, there I was with my Louis Vuitton bag, like carry-on bag, and my MA slides on the beach, like nothing that I would wear to the beach. So I felt, and then running shorts with my MA slides. And I just felt so ridiculous until I really don't mind walking around without makeup and a ponytail and a cap. That doesn't really bother me at all. But it was, it just would have been nice to change my outfit,
Yeah. So many people have had nightmare holidays with the COVID stuff, making stuff go wrong this year. So I did feel for you, but well, hats off to you for taking it with such good humor. I've got to say,
I had one white shirt and then like my black pants, which were too hot. And then I asked his wife, I had to ask her 3 times, can you please just wash my clothes for me? Because it's been a few days, And then she's like, oh, sure, I've got to wash some other stuff. She washed my brand new white shirt with brand new towels, black towels. So the only shirt I had was now like dingy gray. It was like, I was like, I want to be mad at her, but like, how can I be mad at her for that when seriously so much has gone wrong? But it was just like one more thing, it was just nothing.
But people would think you wear a different shirt if it's a different color,
Right? I mean, it was just, I couldn't win no matter what it was. It was just, you had to laugh. I mean,
yeah. There's a couple of Instagram posts if you search out Greta where we see you a bit. So you took it with remarkable, even now, you're taking it with remarkable good humor. I can tell you I would not have been so cheerful about the whole thing. So yeah, we'll check out the Instagram if you want to see a couple of clips about that. Lex, I'm going to ask you scent of the day, and then we're going to wrap up in a second. So what are you wearing today, smell-wise, sir? Oh, you did say that Gravitas. The check is in the mail. That's a Norton and Wilson fragrance, guys. The Hunk of Burning Love. Greg.
I am wearing Bottega Veneta Parfum.
Whoa.
Ooh. Very nice.
Under the radar gem, isn't it?
Yeah, all three. There's the Parfum, the Extreme, and the Eau de Toilette, and they're all amazing. Well, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, guys, check out the Bottega Veneta stuff. But yours is the Eau de Parfum tonight.
The Parfum.
Sorry, the Parfum. Okay,
yeah. The female fragrance and that brand are superb as well. Really underrated brand it is.
Okay. I've asked you, Greta. I've asked. Okay, Stephen.
You did.
Yes, sorry, Sproti, it's you.
I have Yatagan or Yatahan, I think it's called, by Caron, and also a tincture of castoreum. So there's an Italian brand called Profumum.it, and it's basically pure castoreum. Like, look at the color on this stuff.
That's pure castoreum.
Yeah,
that's probably nuclear.
Yes. So I'm just kind of layered the two. I wore this, I don't know,
you like 16, a bit of funkiness.
16 hours ago.
Yeah, you like a bit of funkiness. Is that what's it called? Natural castoreum.
Yeah, so it's basically just castoreum with alcohol, and it's created a tincture. So it's
and it's from a beaver's glands, isn't it? Castoreum.
Oh yes, I think they have to kill it as well.
No comment. All right, moving swiftly on. No, great, love it. All right, well, I guess I have to ask myself. My scent of the day, if anyone's interested, is Xerius by. So thanks. Yeah, Xerius by Givenchy, and so it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. I think this was it went up, it went down, it went all over the place. This stream. Everyone who's taken part, thank you so much. If I didn't bring anyone in, I'm so sorry. It's hard to manage these things. We'll be back for another one next week. I'll refine the format, and everybody who took part, I really, really appreciate it. And thanks for everybody to watch. It's really massively appreciated. We're going to wrap it up there, guys. I'm going to stop recording, and then I'll just say a private goodbye to the guests. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye, lads and lasses.